Hello everyone, this is Mystic Goddess with your general reading. So today we're going to see what you need to know about your twin flame when it comes to love. This reading is for everyone of every zodiac sign, so feel free to switch the energies around as needed. Alright, so let's go ahead and get into these messages. Give me messages please, Holy Spirit. For everyone that watches this reading, what do my viewers need to know about their twin flame when it comes to love? What do my viewers need to know currently about their twin flame when it comes to love? 2 more shuffles. All right, so let's see what comes out here. All right, so at the bottom of the deck, we have relationship. So your twin actually truly wants to be with you, but they could have issues when it comes to commitment. Now, some of you could feel as though your twin is connecting with someone else. For others of you, you could suspect that they're hooking up with other people. Also, the relationship card along with hookup lets me know that your twin, they want the benefits of being in a relationship with you without actually being in a relationship, all right? They may just want to hook up, or they just want the two of you to be close to one another. So yeah, they want the benefits that come with the relationship, but they don't want to treat you as such. With party being here, your twin is a bit lost. They could be partying a lot, or they're being overly social. It's giving energy of them trying to distract themselves. Your twin could come in wanting to have an intimate encounter with you, or they have a tendency to treat you almost like a friends with benefits or like a sneaky link. At the top of the deck, we have Crossroads. They definitely have a choice between you and someone else. Now, as far as the other person, it could be another romantic love interest, or it could be just someone who's been affecting the connection. Could be a friend, could be a family member. The connection has also reached a turning point. Some of you may be thinking about walking away from your twin and closing the door behind you. Wow, that came out quick. We have heartbreak as well as social media. This is going to be very specific. Please don't force it to fit. But for a few of you, if your twin has social media, you could have saw something that they posted that made you feel betrayed, or it made you feel disappointed. Now, for others, your twin is reminiscing upon a time that they betrayed you, okay? They're well aware that they've hurt you, but they're also curious in regards to how you're feeling. Some of you are disappointed in regards to how the connection with your twin has turned out. One of the issues that they have is that they're around the wrong type of people. Some of you could have found out that your twin has been dating or entertaining other people online. For others of you, I just feel like your twin has a tendency to hurt you, but it involves other people. So you could feel like they're always hurting you, always betraying you, or always disappointing you. Give me more. Some of you are definitely going to find out that they've been linking up with someone else, either romantically or someone that they've been hooking up with. And see, the audacity is they want you to stay put while they're out doing their own thing. We have unexpected, and that card came out crossing. Their unpredictable behavior or their unusual behavior is not even a shocker for you at this point. It's also giving energy of your twin having issues when it comes to consistency. With liquid courage being here, I do see them popping up on you out of nowhere, but they're going to be acting oddly. Some of you have gone through a spiritual awakening. So if you've been a little more anxious as of recently, or if you've been feeling a bit depressed in your feelings, just know that you're going through an awakening. It'll get better. It will get better, but you may notice that you're a bit restless at the moment. For some of you, your twin could reach out while they're under the influence. It's giving energy of them being insecure, but using some type of substance in order to boost their confidence. So they could be using alcohol or drugs. But I just see them contacting you while under the influence. Some of you are actually feeling your twin's energy, okay? So any stress that comes out of nowhere, depressive feelings, depressive thoughts, even panic attacks. If you start feeling those things all of a sudden or out of nowhere, you're feeling your twin flame's energy. So it's going to be important for you to be enlightened, for you to know your energy versus your twins. So anything that comes out of nowhere, especially if it's causing you anxiety, those thoughts, those feelings, they actually belong to your twin. Your twin is going through a spiritual awakening as well, but they're not taking it very well. It's supposed to be a time of enlightenment. It's supposed to be a time of rebirth. Their awakening should be bringing about an epiphany, and they're supposed to be learning some life lessons. The awakening is meant to act as a catalyst in order for them to be liberated, for them to free themselves from certain shadow aspects. But it's actually, it's doing the opposite. They're not seeing it for what it is. They're stressed out, they're depressed, they're panicking, having panic attacks, and they don't really know how to come out of it. So instead of facing their spiritual awakening, I feel like they're trying to numb it with drugs or alcohol, or by being overly social. They may be participating in risky behaviors. I feel like when they're out and about, for example, if they were to go out to a party, some type of social gathering, they have a tendency to hook up with people that they meet there. Now, this message is very specific. Please don't force it to fit. I feel like they're getting in flings with people that they barely know, all to try and numb themselves. They need to be careful when it comes to that. If you know for sure your twin is connecting with someone else, they still want to deal with you. Even if it's a friends with benefits type of thing, they still want the two of you to be connecting with each other. Now, for others, it could be the opposite, where your twin wants to be with you, but they still want to be able to hook up with other people on the low. It's really hard for you to let your guard down with your twin, because they come off as though they're indecisive. They like to keep their options open. And I feel like they do that because they're afraid of heartbreak, or they're afraid of getting disappointed. This is so weird. They don't want to be hurt. They don't want to be betrayed. They don't want to experience grief in regards to love. They don't want to be disappointed, but they're doing those same things to you. Make that make sense. Give me more. No wonder some of you are thinking about walking away. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Separation is a normal part of the twin flame journey. If you are deciding to walk away, or if you've decided to take a step back, I feel like it's needed. It's very much needed, because as long as you're there, as long as you keep that door open, As long as you give them full access to you, they're not going to experience the enlightenment or the rebirth like they're needing to. That is something that's going to have to be done in your absence. We have grass is greener. So your twin could be a bit jealous at the moment, or some of you could feel like they're doing things to try and make you jealous. For some of you, your twin is insecure because they know that you can do better. They know that you deserve better. But it's hard for someone who is insecure and who operates out of unhappiness, who makes decisions based off of their unhappiness. It's hard for them to make permanent changes. It's hard for them to go through a metamorphosis. Okay. At some point, your twin could have even had grass is greener syndrome, where they were always looking for greener grass, always searching for better options. This card did come out crossing somewhat, so it lets me know that your twin has discovered that the grass isn't greener. They know that they need to make some changes. Their intuition is telling them that. For some of you, they've had some really vivid dreams that act as warnings in regards to changes that they need to make. They also have this gut feeling that they're going to lose you to another person. So I wouldn't be surprised if they come in wanting to reconcile with you out of nowhere, trying to reunite with you, telling you that they miss you, that they want to make things work, or that they want you in their life. I feel like a lot of that is based on their fear of you fully moving on. Your twin is gifted, but their gifts are blocked due to them operating out of lower vibrational energy. They're going through some cycles at the moment that are meant to act as a catalyst for their growth. But instead, it's triggering them and is contributing to some of their toxic behaviors. They're just so lost in the awakening. It's not supposed to be that way. If they would just chill, rest, relax, and let it happen and see it for what it is, take it as enlightenment in regards to certain changes that they need to make to better themselves, they would be able to get on the right path. But instead of doing that, they think that they're going through this cycle of depression and that they need to do something to make themselves feel better. But the things that they're doing is actually making them worse. For some of you, if there's currently a disconnect between you and your twin, I do feel like when they come in, the two of you will have kind of like a honeymoon phase where things are good. But then you're going to start getting these gut feelings. You're going to start having premonitions. Your sixth sense is going to be tingling, letting you know that something is a bit off. So listen to your intuition, okay? If they are connecting with a new person, they still want to be with you. It's almost like they want their cake and eat it too. That's exactly what this is. Give me another card. I knew this reading was going to be crazy. As soon as I saw relationship and hookup, I already knew that it was going to be crazy because they want the benefits of a relationship without actually being in a relationship, without committing, without being devoted. We have home here, and I think it came out crossing. So there are some issues wherever your twin lives. All right, that's been coming out a lot in the readings. I feel like your twin is a bit uncomfortable with their living situation. They feel like they're being made, they think they're being made to feel like they don't belong, or they could be living in a place where they don't feel completely safe. All right, I don't know if they live in a rough neighborhood, or if they're wanting to move. They could live with other people. They just feel like they're somewhere they don't belong. Now, it could even be their group of friends, could be someone else that they're entertaining. They don't feel safe around those people or with the other person if they are connecting with a third party. With the soulmate card being here, this is all about a twin flame connection and a soul contract. So the two of you contracted for you to act as a catalyst for your twins' growth. You've had several past lives with each other. Your twin is stuck in a cycle because even though you have had several past lives, they haven't gotten it right in either life. They contracted with you to be uncomfortable, or for you to show them certain things about themselves which would make them uncomfortable, which would threaten their false sense of security. In order for them to grow. And see, the sad thing is they do feel deeply connected to you. All right, there's something really deep about the connection that the two of you share. Is definitely like no other. They know that it's more than what meets the eye when it comes to you. But I feel like it makes them uncomfortable, and they start to act shady. They start to do or say deceptive things. It's like they know that the two of you belong together, but they're tempted to, how can I put this? They're tempted to be in snake behavior out of fear of being vulnerable. This is going to be very specific. Please don't force it to fit. They could end up in trouble with the law in some way, or they could end up facing some type of judgment. Now, whatever they go through legally, or whatever they go through with law enforcement, it has some hidden meaning behind it, but they're not seeing it for what it is. Also, if they are having any legal troubles, they need to be careful not to ignore them, okay? I feel like they could end up making a bad situation worse by missing court, by not paying fines, or something along those lines. And they're going to catch themselves in a world of trouble. Also, Spirit wants you to be careful with your twin if they have a history of being inconsistent with you, because I do see them coming in trying to make things right. They're going to come in with the intention of wanting to do right by you, but then they could disappear, go silent, make you feel ignored, or reject you. So Spirit is saying if they have ghosted you, if they were to do so in the future, if they disappear, if they give you the silent treatment, if they start ignoring you, just surrender to it. Okay, just let it go. Focus on yourself. It doesn't mean that you're giving up. And even if you are giving up, you don't have to do so permanently. But I feel like it would benefit you to release them while they are operating out of player energy, or while they are going through this karmic cycle. I feel like you will be tested. You will be tested. Try your best not to fall for their charm. Try your best not to fall for their manipulation tactics. It won't benefit you. And it's crazy because they're in this player-like type of energy. They're in this manipulative energy, but at the same time, they know that the two of you are meant to be. They feel as though it was destined for them to encounter you. They feel as though the two of you will always have unfinished business with one another. But you are being encouraged to let go while they learn to let go of certain baggage, or you're being encouraged to let go while they are in the midst of toxic patterns. There's definitely been a back and forth between the two of you. Also, they could be listening to music while thinking about you. For some of you, they may like to sing. I wouldn't be surprised if they sing you song lyrics, or if they sing a particular song to you. But it's giving energy of them listening to music, and that's going to contribute to them coming toward you. It's almost like they're going to get in their feelings. Give me one more card. So your twin is on some bull crap. Okay? You know you deserve better. So you have to allow your actions to prove that, or to show that. It's not fair for you to hold on to something that contributes to unhappiness, or for you to close out other options when they're not doing right by you. They have some growing up to do. I just keep seeing some of you getting hurt by something that they're doing. It could even be you start spying, or you look them up, or someone tells you about something that they're doing. But I just see you feeling hurt or betrayed. For others of you, you'll just feel a bit disappointed. I don't know if they're going to flaunt someone online, or if you're going to find out that they've been connecting with someone else, but it's going to involve either social media, their inner circle, or someone just coming back telling you something. You're going to find out about what they've been doing. I really feel like they're entertaining people online, like they're into online dating, or they're doing some type of networking with people that they barely know, meeting up with people that they barely know. There's something that's going to happen that's going to trigger past hurt within you, but it's something that they've already done before. That message is very specific. Please do not force it to fit. Some of you could even catch yourself reminiscing about times that they betrayed or disappointed you, and it could reignite grief or reignite hurt within you. It's okay to experience those feelings, but don't get stuck in them. They're at a crossroads at the moment, and they're choosing wrong. Give me one more card. All right, we have fear here, and the card came out crossing. If you notice, it fell out on top of toxic relationship as well as change. They're afraid of changing. They're afraid of change. I don't know if your twin has a lot of fixed signs in their chart. Not saying that fixed signs are fearful, but you know, fixed signs they're a bit uncomfortable with change. They like things a certain way. All right. Your twin is fearful of changing. They also fear your growth. It makes them uneasy. For one, it reminds them of how stagnant they are when it comes to their growth. But it also makes them uneasy because they know that you're outgrowing them. All right. Also, one thing that's kind of blocking the connection is that your twin tends to do things intentionally to cause suspicion. They could do it out of insecurity. They're doing little things to try and make you uneasy or to cause you to be fearful. But there's nothing to fear. Regardless of whether you want to connect with your twin on a deeper level or not, regardless of whether you truly want to be in a relationship with them or not, don't attach your happiness to anything or anyone outside of yourself. All right. You're whole on your own. God made us all whole. I don't want any of you to get caught up or lost in the twin flame journey to the point where you feel like you have to constantly put up with certain things that you don't deserve from your twin because you think that the two of you have to be together. Like you're split. Your soul is split. So the only way you'll be whole is if you're connecting with your twin. That's dangerous. God made us all whole. Okay? You are whole. You're not fragmented. The two of you have a soul contract to grow. You have a soul contract to evolve, to become enlightened, to learn certain things, to go through a rebirth. Not for you to feel whole. You're already whole. They could also be a bit uneasy in regards to a fight, some type of misunderstanding, or something that happened in the connection that was triggering. Okay? I feel like they're always triggering you though. They're also fearful or they're suspicious that you could be dating someone else. So I wouldn't be surprised if they suddenly want to meet up with you. They may think that someone else is going to come in and sweep you off of your feet. Also, if there has been any third-party interference, if they have put you in competition with others at any point in time, it was strategy. You're going to find out the truth in regards to that. This is going to be very specific. Please don't force it to fit. But for a very small portion of you, your twin has actually led you to believe that they were dealing with someone else, or like you had competition, when in reality they were not even dealing with another person. Now, I'm not saying that's always been the case, but there's been at least 1 or 2 times when your twin made you feel like there was someone else in the picture when there really wasn't. I don't know what they get out of that. At the top of the deck, we have proposal. So I do see them coming in with a love offer. Okay. They may want the two of you to agree to disagree. With mystery being right beside that. It's going to confuse you. Because they're saying one thing and doing another. All right. It's just going to be so important for you to see things for what they are. Don't operate out of illusions. Also, for those of you who do want to fulfill your soul contract with your twin, if you do want to continue to connect with your twin, don't allow anyone to trick you into thinking that twin flames are not toxic. That could not be the furthest from the truth. I don't understand why people think that your twin flame is supposed to be perfect and that they would never hurt you. They don't operate out of toxicity. They want the best for you. They want you to be happy. They would never betray you. They would never disappoint you. They wouldn't cause you grief. That is all supposed to be Skittles, gumdrops, and rainbows. You know, that can't be your twin, because twins are not that way. That's not true. There's always a higher vibrational twin and a lower vibrational twin. Many of you were a bit toxic when you first started connecting with your twin. You may have been a little bit lost, or you operated out of toxicity, okay? But the triggers caused you to look within, to look at yourself. Instead of projecting. Now, there were also times that you did kind of go tit for tat with your twin, especially initially. But over time, you embraced the spiritual awakening. You learned the lessons, you became enlightened, and you started to go within and work on yourself. That's what your twin is supposed to do. It's not for you to make them go through the rebirth. You're just supposed to contribute to it. They have to do that on their own. That's where unconditional love comes in. It doesn't mean that you're supposed to stick around and put up with any and everything and deal with the hurt, deal with the betrayal, deal with being disappointed, and just always be there. You can always walk away. God doesn't want any of us being mistreated. And most times it takes you to walk away in order for your twin to become enlightened. Your place is to grow, for you to transform, for you to go through a rebirth, and for you to continue healing, for you to continue elevating and working on yourself. All right? Your twin has to do the same thing, but they're choosing not to. They're kind of looking away from it. So you don't force the rebirth. You don't force that. They have to do it themselves. But you are there to show your twin certain things about themselves, and they're supposed to go within to make those changes so that they can grow. Yeah, it's not about, oh, my twin did this to me. They did that to me. They hurt me. They disappointed me. They caused me grief. Those things do matter. They matter. But I feel like a lot of people get lost in the twin flame journey, and they forget that your twin is showing you things that you need to heal within yourself. Whatever they're doing that is triggering you, you need to look within and work on those things. They expose shadow aspects that you need to work on. It's not meant for you to get rid of the shadow. You don't get rid of your shadow aspects, because there are times when you may need to tap into those shadow aspects. Just don't stay there. You don't stay in the shadow. You don't keep operating out of the shadow. Your twin has gotten too comfortable in the dark or operating out of their shadow. Okay? There has to be balance with everything. Night and day. That's balance. Just like with life, it's not going to be happy all the time. You're going to have some good days. You're going to have some bad days. There has to be balance. You just have to learn to not operate out of your shadow self whenever you are triggered. It just doesn't always call for you to tap into that shadow side. There's a time and a place for everything, but you need your shadow side. For example, if you have a smart mouth, let's say that you can fly off of the handle, you can put a person in their place, you can be really rude. Okay, Well, that may be a shadow aspect when you're doing it at times that don't really call for it. But you may need to tap into that at a time that you need to defend yourself. Okay, let's say that your shadow aspect is that you can be really cold and detached. You can be someone that's stoic. All right. Well, you don't need to be cold and detached all the time. But that shadow aspect is something that you may need to tap into to protect yourself. There may be times that you need to detach from someone. There may be times that you need to be stoic. There may be times when you need to back off of a person and let it go. That can help you at times, especially when you're connecting with someone who is toxic or when you are in a toxic situation. So it's not about getting rid of the shadow aspect. It's about balance. You got to know when to tap into it and when not to, because you can't operate out of good all the time. If you do that, you will catch yourself being taken advantage of. You will catch yourself being heartbroken, disappointed all the time. You will catch yourself in a place where you're being taken for granted. Okay? I mean, there's good and bad in everything. You eat one banana, okay, that's healthy. Eat 20 of them, you're going to have a problem. Okay? There's good and bad in everything. Food, we need food. It's good for us. But, I mean, if you eat too much of it or eat too much of the wrong food, it can hurt you. Water, we need water. Water is good for us. But if a person drinks too much of it, it can be fatal. It will become toxic to the body. So like I said, you need that shadow aspect. Okay, it's about balance. It's about balancing it. So understand that it's not about you saving your twin. Okay, this twin flame journey is all about the two of you growing, evolving. Whatever your twin is doing, if it triggers you, those are things that you need to work on. It's not about avoiding the triggers. It's not about avoiding them. It's about working through them. Okay, in a healthy way. In a healthy way. And the things that you learn about yourself and the way that you grow within your twin flame journey will help you in different aspects of your life. But you don't have to wait around until your twin gets it right. They have to choose to grow. They have to choose to become enlightened. And unfortunately, as of now, they're kind of at a crossroads. They're kind of at a crossroads. But they have their hand on the wrong door, or they have one foot in the wrong door. And that's okay. That's okay. They have to learn the lessons, and hopefully they'll turn around and go into the right door. But you don't have to wait around for them to find the right door. You focus on you. All right. And so that is the reading, everyone. If you guys resonated with this or if you liked this reading, make sure that you give this video a thumbs up. Also, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I would love to have you as a part of the Mystic family. I love each and every one of you guys so, so much. You take care. Be safe. Until next time. Bye.